In her tale, Aranias was volatile, and she swung between anger, shame, and hope. Feared by her own parents because of her abilities, she faced the bandits alone. This made her bitter and hardened against others, vulnerable to outside influences. You will soon see it for yourself. But first, you should view another scene from Aranias' past. She was a bit younger and excited about her newly found skills. Are you ready? Of course not. For her, it hasn't happened yet. Remember, I put you into her past to help her when she's at her most vulnerable. She lashed out at you just now because she can't fight against her parents. She trusts you. That's what's important.
Why are your clothes all wet?
Mother, what do you think of this tree? How about this island you're standing on?
The ground is soaked. I'll need new shoes now.
I made it!
What? You made the ground soggy?
The island! I made this little island!
What? Ara, what do you mean you made it?
These trees, those rocks, none of this was here yesterday. The ground is wet because I used my magic to pull it up from under the water.
Oh, Ara, what have you done?
Gifted with a rare and powerful ability, Aranias tried in vain to win her parents' affection. So much happened next, but I especially draw your attention to two particular events. One scene is atop the lighthouse, the other in the Manor's Great Hall. They will help you understand more about our troubled Altmer, I hope. No. The greatest challenge comes next, and Aranias needs you. Her parents returned after the attack on the farm, and brought with them the people they considered their daughter's only hope, the Veiled Heritance. She should not face this alone. Getting changed at the manor. You should do the same after you watch those scenes. You'll find a change of clothes in the guest bedroom off the Great Hall. Then, go to Aranias in the garden.
I'm sorry.
You're lucky they're alive. How many more ships will you sink?
It was an accident.
Accidents are spilling water, dropping glass. You lifted a ship out of the ocean with a wall of rock.
I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
Your mother and I will discuss your punishment. Go.
Your father and I leave for Somerset in the morning.
I won't do it again, I promise. I'll try harder. Don't leave me behind.
Don't grovel. It's unbecoming. We will return with help to control your temper.
How much more can I apologize? I said I'm sorry.
No, Ara. It's just... you need training. What you did to the ship, that scares people.
What sort of training, Father? You look good. How do you feel? There are so many people. And look, it's High Kin Lady Estrie. Why is she here? I bet my parents want me to show off my powers. I thought they were bringing me a teacher or something. Hesitant? I hate this, and they've got something particular they want to see. Would you do me a favor and find out? Mingle among them, eavesdrop. Find out what they've planned for me. I'm not sure yet. They'll probably want another statue raised from the ground. My parents treat that like a party trick, and this is a party after all. But the way they're talking, it sounds more dangerous, and I'm a bit worried, to be honest. You asked me this before, silly. I don't know, but when I think about changing things around me, my thoughts come true. Remember when that merchant ship sank? I'd lifted the ground out of the ocean. I just forgot to lower it again.
Her parents invited me to witness her powers firsthand. She lifted the ground up under my very feet. Her demonstration today will not be one of skill, but of character. How did someone like you get an invite to the party? Poor girl. With a companion like you, it's no wonder she's confused. She's lucky we arrived before you could stuff her head with any more silly nonsense. There is a natural order to things. The rock which of all people ought to understand.
Ander demonstrates amazing potential. Why are we bothering with this girl and her clods of dirt? Ander could melt them with hardly a thought. What do they call her? The Rock Witch? Hilarious. Provincial. I'll have a glass of wine. What? Then why are we talking? I'm unsure which I despise more, Khajiit or Bosma.
Ander has one of the little beggars in the field, away from the house. Aranias will demonstrate her talents on the other. Her demonstration will determine how we employ her talents. I don't believe we've met. I prefer to keep it that way.
They took my wife.
I'm afraid this one is about to die. I didn't realize how frail Bosma were. Not this goblin-faced meat-eater, his wife. Wait a minute. You're not with the Heritants?
They took my wife. They will give her to the witch, the Rock Witch. The land will kill her. They said the land...
You killed Ander? That's not supposed to happen. Oh, don't worry. It was an entertaining twist, to be sure. But sadly, as real as it may seem, this is just a story. In real life, you were not there to kill Ander. He has had considerable time to grow in power, and his temper has not gotten any longer, if you understand me. It seems the Veiled Heritants have sent him after Aranias to ensure she kills the Wilder King, or dies if she fails. I met him. He wanted to get into this story, but he wouldn't ask nicely. But there's nothing we can do about that right now. We have a story to finish. Aranias' big moment is about to arrive. You should go to her. In the garden. She's been commanded to kill the wife of this Bosma. You should hurry to her. She faced this alone last time.
This creature is no different from those who burned your farm. I must be cursed. Aranias, my child, raise the ground up to trap this animal.
Please let us go.
Aranias,
Please.
Do you remember how helpless you were when your farm burned? Good. Good. Now tear this animal apart.
This is my test. If I can take the life of this girl, it means that I am willing to make the necessary sacrifices. What about the Bosma who attacked my island? What were they, Dominion ambassadors? A peace mission? If I refuse to kill this Bosma, then what? I'll be alone again. The Rock Witch of Silitar, a monster for fairy tales. You're here with me now, but what about later? No, that's not it. I must trust myself. Believe I can do what's right. I don't need anyone, you or the Veiled Heritants, to guide me. I am stronger than this. I won't murder an innocent to prove I can, no matter who demands it. The Veiled Heritants won't control my destiny, I will. I can do this, and I shall. No, I won't do it!
You were a fine character, most enjoyable, and it looks like you made quite an impression on Aranias. As one story ends, another reaches its climax. Our little bit of mischief was a success. Because of you, Aranias may very well betray her masters to defend the Wilder King. Truly, I hope we never need change a story so extensively again. Though we spinners can do so, it's usually better to let a tale conclude on its own. Usually. Venturing into the story of Aranias' past has sown the seeds of her transformation, but they have yet to sprout. Even now, she and Ander blaze a trail of destruction toward the Wilder King's throne. Their intention is to destroy him. Preserving his life may be impossible at this point, but you must try. Without him, the Valenwood will rage out of control. The only hope lies with Aranias and with you. Go to Greenheart and follow the trail of fire to the Wilder King's throne.
Rest now, my love. It's all right. At least we're here. Memories of youth are the treasures of old age. Savor them, and those who share them. They'll fade, but they're as sweet as sun's dusk ale while they last. Tongues of Xarxis, I sound like a pedantic old fool, don't I? Forgive me. Yes. Ignore my nostalgic nonsense. It's just an attempt to pretend my musty past is worth something more than it is. Getting old isn't easy. My dear Marilia is passing. We came to see the flowers, but they don't seem to grow here anymore. I don't know. Nereid's Smile, they're called. So blue, so beautiful. There must be some nearby, but I'm too old to hunt them down. I wonder, though, if you see any, could you gather some seeds? I could sow them here, for old time's sake. You are generous to humor two silly old men, but those seeds would mean so much to us. When we were young, we used to sneak away from the clan and come here to be together. Lying here among the Nereid Smile, it seemed like we had forever. Not unless you can turn back time. No. To be honest, we've lived for many years more than either of us expected, but our time has finally come. Nothing can forestall my husband's death now, nor mine, which I expect will follow soon after.
It won't be long now. Even without the flowers, I'm glad we came. Being in this place, with Hartman, this is how I want my final moments to be. Be wary. The Wilder King's influence ebbs, even here in Greenheart. The spirits of the forest are confused and angry, even my brethren. They will attack you with no provocation. I am one of the Hollow. I do not know where we came from, but we are assigned to protect different parts of Valenwood. I am assigned to protect Greenheart, to ensure none can reach the throne of the Wilder King without his invitation. I do not know. The Wilder King sent me here, to the entrance of Greenheart. I assumed it was to warn people away, but it may have been that he wanted me to greet you. Perhaps he placed protections on me to ensure I fulfilled his wishes. I do not know of the Hollow at Shadow's Crawl. A watchman is one who is appointed to guard a section of Valenwood and enforce the Wilder King's edicts. If one has been killed, there may be danger to the forest. I hope not.
You helped the clan mother retake Orentia. Right moves, and well done. Honest merchant, trust this one.
It's good you're here. With earth magic and fire, Aranias and Ander forced their way towards my throne, leaving chaos in their wake. I've lost control of my guardians. My power fades. I've always wondered what death would be like. Soon, I will know. My end was inevitable all along. Someone new must become caretaker of the Valenwood. Aranias was guided here for this purpose. It's fascinating. In her heart, I think she knows the truth, but she's conflicted. Perhaps it is Ander's influence. I think you should catch up with him. Follow the trail of fire. Aranias must choose to accept the responsibility of her own accord, but Ander will not understand. I expect he will oppose her, and she will need your help to defeat him.
It's all for us, Morelia. The forest, the flowers, all of it.
They're so beautiful, Hartman. Do you think they'll last forever?
Life is so precious and so fleeting. Don't let it pass you by. Take time to feel the caress of the wind and listen to the way it carries the sound of your true love's name. Marilia, I never did hear anything so sweet and so dear. Yes, his passing was quick and peaceful, and we were together. That's all that really mattered. Soon I will rest too. But you're so kind. Did you find the Nereid smile? It's funny. The flowers meant so much to us when we were young, but at the end, we didn't need the flowers anymore. We had the memories. These seeds are wonderful, though. I realize now their true significance. Goodbye, Marilia. I sow these seeds in memory of the life we shared. Even as we fade, may others come here and find the same joy we found in the flowers and in each other. So may our love be renewed for all eternity.
Quickly, Aranias wavers. She knows now why she was guided here. Not to destroy the Valenwood, but to save it. She wants to change course, but she's afraid. She's afraid to stand up to Onder. Aranias' powers grow as she draws closer to the throne. She opened the ground here and they entered the throne tunnels. You must follow. You must be there to help Aranias when she decides to make her stand. My hold over the creatures of the Valenwood has weakened. That is why they panic and attack. I lack the strength to pull them back. But I can make it so you appear less threatening. Be careful, though. This enchantment will only last a short time.
I won't let you kill him, Onder.
Get out of my way, girl! I have no patience for this!
It's you. From Silitar. My friend. Thank the Eight. You were right about the Veiled Heritance, I'm sure now. They used me as bait to trick the Wilder King, and now Onder's going to kill him. I can't let that happen. I have to stop Onder. I don't know. But somehow it seems like that's what I was meant to do all along. When he burned the forest, I actually felt its pain. I think I'm connected to this place. I can't fight Onder, though. He's too strong. Will you help me? He's gone ahead. I can travel through the roots to catch up, but you will have to fight your way through. This might help. Use this bundle of roots and you can burrow for short distances. It will at least get you past Onder's fires. I will protect the Wilder King as long as I can, but you must hurry. the tower. You should come too.
Aranias was guided here to take my place, but I believe you were guided here to assure her ascension. If you had not come, I fear Arndor would have killed us both, leaving the Valenwood wild and vengeful. Many lives would have been lost. Yes, for centuries my sole focus has been shaping and maintaining the Valenwood, protecting it from outside influence and from itself. Now that she has come, I am free to return to the Earth, give back to that which has given so much to me. She is up above. You should go to her. She is frightened of the transformation process, but you must comfort her. This is the natural course of things. It is necessary for her and for the Valenwood, but she must choose it of her own accord.
I'm scared. Shouldn't I be feeling confident? I mean, we defeated Onder. Look at all of this, though. I've worked my magic on small pieces of land in the Somerset Isles, but this is an entire forest, a living forest. Tell me I can do this. I think he was a man too once, the Wilder King. I mean, he was like us, but when he took this on, he became something else. I think he merged with the Valenwood and forgot his previous self entirely. Well, yes. It means that once I accept this responsibility and become Wilder Queen, I'll forget my previous life, my home, my youth. Everything? No, but they are my memories, and some of them fond. The ones with you. They seem only partially real, but they're the memories I'll miss most. I have to let go, though. The way I embrace you in my heart, that's how I must embrace the Valenwood. Yes, but I need your help. You must climb the tower further and place the Wilder King's crown in the gardens there. Then you must wait for me. Promise you'll wait. Everything is so very different. It's like I'm no longer a single physical form, but my being is spread out across the forest. Aranias is slipping away. You are my friend, though, whoever I become. Will you stay for just a moment? I am prepared to lose my memories, but I don't want to lose the lessons I've learned. You helped me understand the difference between a foe and a friend. I'm determined not to forget that, nor to forget you. I know why you originally came here, to ask for the Wilder King's allegiance to the Aldmeri Dominion, to know the Valenwood was on your side. Would you still make such a request to me now? And I freely give it. On behalf of myself and the Valenwood, you have our allegiance. I only hope Irene realizes that her best ally stands before me now. Before Aranias' memories fade, though, there's something else I must tell you. It's the Veiled Heritons. As you may know, they stole the Staff of Magnus. I know not where they've taken it, but you should search in Woodhearth, to the west. I will open a portal to the western gate of Greenheart. Goodbye, my friend.
The story of the Wilder King has come to an end, and the story of the Wilder Queen has begun. Few Bosmer realize how fragile their relationship with the Valenwood really is, but you and I know. We've seen the sacrifice required to preserve it. Unfortunately, no. This veiled heritant seems set upon attacking the heart and soul of our people, and that is the Valenwood. I sense that even darker threats are emerging elsewhere. I hope you or someone like you is there to stand in our defense. Over time, yes. The myriad of sensations and experiences from being connected with the Valenwood will crowd out the small memories from her past. The legacy of her character will remain, though, and will shape the future of the Valenwood.
Do you know how to read? I am called Sumeriel. I am one of the Hollow. We live to serve the Wilder King, who is our god, our creator. I ask you if you can read, because I tell the true story of the Wilder King, and of my creation. I can read it, but I am afraid to. I am not like the other Hollow. I can question my existence. I can believe or not believe. What if the book reveals something about the Hollow, our purpose? I might crack and splinter from within. It must be done, and I would be most grateful. You should know that who or whatever wrote this book bound it to the labyrinth. To traverse one, you need the other. This book holds a single passage only. The words for the next passage will appear once you have opened the book. Follow them. They will transport you to a point deeper into the labyrinth, then settle on the page and create another passage. I have roamed this land since before many of these trees were seeds. In that time, I have wanted to know how I came to be. Yet here you stand with the answer, and I hesitate, uncertain. I am unsure what I will regret more, knowing or never knowing the truth. Forgive my indecision. Please, continue. I felt this to be true. What of me? Did the book speak of how I became? Please, tell me more. All of what you have told me, I somehow knew. I felt it to be true. I hoped it would be true. I will no longer dread the unknown. You have lifted darkness out of me. Thank you. I am their most beloved. I can feel that.
You let that woman murder that doctor and fair, didn't you?
I thought I heard the jingle of...
foot after the other and eyes forward, Helwyn. Beth turned back. That way's bad omens. Even the airs turned against them in Longhaven. The moors have always been a wild place, covered in thick fog. But for us who've known them our whole lives, it's home. Now, though, people have been disappearing into the mist. We find their bodies later, torn up and drained of blood. It's a reckless curiosity drives a person to look for cause in such things. Me? I'll take ignorance and a long, happy life in Marbrook or Woodhearth. But if you got to know, you might talk to Breadwin in his hut in town. He's staying, poor fool.
These are dangerous times. Don't leave unprepared.
We heard a lot of merchants left Longhaven, so we decided to try our luck here. Even if the claims that the place is cursed turn out to be true, it can't be any worse than dealing with Bashira in Woodhearth.
Come and have a look. Any traveler can benefit from Shajamaja's finely stitched goods.
Father thought merchant life wouldn't be so bad. Certainly safer than picking pockets, but, you know, this one sometimes misses the thrill of the hunt.
I like these little guys, but I can't help wondering how they might taste. Welcome to Longhaven. Used to be a busier place before all this trouble with the mist. But we won't let that be an excuse for poor hospitality. It started a few weeks ago now, when the mist changed, turned a sickly color. All I know is what I saw with my own eyes. Hunters simply dropping their bows and wandering unarmed into the moors as if bewitched. Then their bodies turn up later, or what's left of them. Can't explain it. Except a wanderer, much like yourself, a dour Dunmer fellow, passed through here, bought supplies and headed straight into the moors. My warnings be damned. Seemed like he knew something. You want to figure this out? I'd start by finding that Dunmer.
Begone! I must finish my prayers and purify my spirit before I meet my foes in battle. I have been tracking my prey for many nights. A heathen vampire who shall soon be cleansed from this world. I thought him alone, but now that I see this place, I suspect a lair is hidden nearby. He shall regret leading me to this vile nest. I have hunted them all my life, and yet I have never seen magic such as this. I do feel their touch upon it. I feel it testing my will with every step I take. But I shall not falter. I shall face these creatures and leave nothing but ash behind. No fear, bravery, or foolish inexperience. I cannot trust one who could become enthralled at any moment. Prove to me you have the will to resist this foul magic. Find me at the lair up the hill east of here. Then I shall consider it. And now, my work begins.
So, you made it through the mist.
No more, please. I'm not like them.
So, you made it through the mist. Your will is stronger than I expected. Vampire scum. He barely put up a struggle before he fell to his knees, begging for what he calls a life. I did not expect such weakness. I will finish him now, if you'd be so kind as to step aside. No. This pathetic being is hardly even worthy of my blade. The one I followed here is called Faenir, a much more formidable foe than this maggot, I assure you. We shall meet him soon enough. He and all of his coven shall die. As you wish. In this moment or the next, his existence shall end either way. But be wary. A vampire attempts to sway and beguile with its words. Do not listen, no matter what he says.
You must have mercy. The Dark Elf won't listen, but you will, won't you? We were different. I didn't want this. Kept to ourselves. Didn't prey on the living. The beasts, the Horvor, glutted themselves on the blood of hunters. We fed on them. We didn't kill anyone. It was a natural way. Until he came. The Veiled One. Ultima, I think. Sought an alliance. Promised power. Told us we didn't need to hide anymore. Others in my clan agreed. He taught them a ritual using an ancient vampire skull. Said it would allow them to make countless thralls. The skull rests in the back of this cavern. Its curse seeps into the mists all around us. Destroy the skull, and the magic goes with it. I never wanted this. Spare me, and I can bring others to my side. We can be of use to you. Yes, he was the loudest of the supporters along with Athraidel and Lathriel. I saw them speaking with the Veiled One often. They never listened to me. You'll have to go through them if you want to reach the skull. Now please, just let me go.
Finished with your little chat? I shall relieve him of his head now, and rid us of his insufferable mewling. Did I not warn you of this? That his vile tongue would worm its way into your thoughts? There's no such thing as a good vampire. Just a vampire that has not yet been tempted. Our goals here are the same. Will you forget them for this scum? To ashes and embers, as it should be. Now for the rest of them. You lead. I shall strike from the shadows.
the dead.
Another. Slay them all. You shall be purified.
Move to flank!
You shall be purified! Slay them all! Come and meet. Is that all? Guide my hand. The web weavers make fitting companions for the vampires and their enthralling mist. Come and hate death. Guide my hand. You shall be purified! This must be the main living quarters. Faenir must be near. At last, my praise will reach. Slay them all! Slay them! They'll die by hand! You shall come and meet death! Slay them all! From the side! Guide my hand. So that explains what we saw as we slew them. They bound themselves to the skull. Dark magic.
It's you again. The hunters say the mist has lost its sickly tint. Did you find the source? Vampires here. Sickening. Hunted in our own hunting grounds. We'll be more vigilant of their kind now. I'll see to it personally that every last one of them is destroyed. Thank you for helping us.
She is lost to me. What do I do now? You. Did I overhear you correctly? Vampires were the source of the creatures in the corrupted mist. Oh, tell me it isn't so. It's just that my wife, Alcenia, was among the lost. And while some have returned, she never came back. I don't know if she's dead or just lost out there alone. I've searched for days, but there's no sign of her. I've just about given up hope. Would you? With the mist returning to normal now, it might be easier to find her. That's what I hope, at least.
Oh, a fellow member of the guild. Well met. I'm here searching for a few others of our order. I don't suppose you've crossed paths with them, huh? I see. So their lust for power led them to their demise. A lesson every mage should take to heart. Thank you for seeking me out about this. You've saved me much fruitless searching. It is good to know the matter is dealt with. You there? You're searching for me, aren't you? Let us speak quickly. I don't have much time. I know you're looking for me. I'm showing myself to tell you to leave. Tell Thornor you found me dead. It'll be true enough soon. I'm going to end my life before I turn. I was out gathering fungi when the mist suddenly took on a strange hue. Next thing I remember is waking up in a dark place, surrounded by strange Bosmer with glowing eyes. They told me I'd be one of them soon. It's true. I can feel it. I don't know. I've seen my husband out here, calling for me. I'll keep myself hidden because I don't want him to see. I can't go home like this. When I turn, just leave me. I'll end it soon. I just want to watch the sea a bit longer. A cure for this? You mean like the potions the wild witch brews in children's stories? It's said her hovel appears and disappears at her whim, and that she could brew potions to cure any ailment. It's been a long time since I heard that story. And that's all it is, a story. I'm going now. Please don't look for me again.
thought I'd never escape.
What's this now? How would I know what others call me? I am Galareth, and you are inside my home. Why have you come here? I might have something that will do the trick, assuming they haven't fully turned. But I expect you to do something for me in return first. So she can't face her husband after what she's become? I know what that feels like. Very well. Take this to her as soon as possible. She must drink it before her transformation is complete, or it will be too late.
You there. You're searching for me, aren't you? Let us speak quickly. You again? Please, I have nothing more to say about it. I'm already suffering enough without you making a mockery of me. I just started thinking about my childhood now that my life is over. That's all. I like those stories. Even if that's all they were. Children's tales. Ugh. Tastes like bugs. I do feel somewhat warmer. More myself. Less cloudy. But what if they come for me again? I feel like they're in my mind, always watching. I see. I noticed the mist had changed. I thought it was only my changed eyes embracing its corruption. Thank you for this. I thought it was hopeless, but now I can return home to Thorinor. I will. I can't wait to see him again. Please, take this. It isn't much, for I can never repay what you've done for me. But I hope it will suffice.
Elsania told me what you did. You can't know how grateful we both are that you brought us back together.
Thank you once again for what you did. Let's not speak of the details. Thornor is worried enough as it is. You brought us back together, and that's all that matters to us.
This one roams, for this one knows those who themselves roam often have needs. And Mulabez, he satisfies these needs, yes?
can't believe it. He was right again. When will I learn not to wager my gold against Razumdar's instincts? He said you would be coming this way. Is it true, then? Did you persuade the Wilder King to swear loyalty to Queen Irene? The Wilder Queen, eh? Times are changing in Valenwood, aren't they? All this has put the Dominion in a delicate position. I suppose that's why it's so important that we are here. Razumdar sent me here to await your arrival. He wants you to join him as quickly as possible. It seems Vicereeve Peladil came this way after stealing the staff of Magnus. Who can be certain? I suspect he merely seeks to find a ship and flee back to the Somerset Isles. Perhaps he is determined to see Prince Naaman's body laid to rest there. Razumdar has his own suspicions, though, and he seemed quite concerned. He was unwilling to share his suspicions with me. Whatever his instincts may be, though, this time I will wager that he's on the mark. Undoubtedly, Razumdar intends to share his thoughts with you. You'll find him in the Thalmor headquarters.
Those frozen faces. I can't go down there. I don't want to end up like them.
Needless to say, the Thalmor do not enjoy having wood elves and cats among their number.
She killed them all. Froze them solid. How am I supposed to defeat that? I had to run, right? I had to hide or I'd be killed too. The Wrist Mother, a legendary beast. We'll kill it and take home the trophy and be legends ourselves, we said. We charged and she... Well, just look down there. Their screaming faces, frozen in death. It's stupid. I snagged my foot in a root and tripped. While the others were slaughtered, I was face down in the mud. I know I should avenge them, but I'm a coward. Please, help me. Destroy that thing.
Will you hold still? This illusion requires precision, which I cannot achieve with your tail constantly twitching.
Bah! The Stalmor mage will drive Razumdar mad. Stand here, hold this, everything's so exact. This one prefers more flexibility. He is glad another eye is here who understands, because we must move quickly here if we are to protect the Dominion. We must find Peladil, of course. This one tracked his stinking hide here after he stole the Staff of Magnus. He's the boss of the Veiled Heritance now, and he has allies here in Woodhearth. Dirty traitors who conspire against Queen Irene. This we do not know yet, but Razumdar has devised the perfect way to flush these rats from their hidey holes. If they had an opportunity to assassinate the Queen, surely they would take advantage of it, yes? No, Razumdar will be the Queen instead, if this mage does his job, of course. We will go soon, so Raz must prepare. Speak to Trithane Farial. She can tell you more about the traitors who are helping Peladil. This one would ask a favor. If the Stalmor mage turns Razumdar into a monkey, you must exact vengeance. Oh, and you would need to track down Peladil on your own. Raz hopes this will not be the case, though.
So you're the one who's going to accompany the cat on this guar-brained scheme of his. I hope you realize what you're up against. These traitors in our city have sought to stir up rebellion since the day King Camoran joined the Dominion. So you'd think, but we've never caught any of the traitors. They may not actually be Bosmer at all. Our enemies are always one step ahead of us. Roman doesn't want to believe it, but I think it's obvious there's a spy among the Thalmor. No. We've gone to great pains to keep Razumdar's plans secret. The spy must believe that Irene is really here. There have been rumors that the Maorma plan to raid us, so we've put word out that the Queen has come to make sure the city's safe. Yes, mad as the cat may be, his plan might actually work. The story is that the Queen wants to personally investigate the old Imperial underground. You'll escort her there to meet Astaril, a Thalmor officer we suspect may be a spy. Ha! The cat didn't tell you, did he? No, we can't send any guards. We don't know who we can trust. He thinks the two of you can handle it, though. I don't know if I'd call that confidence or foolhardiness, but I hope Bandar is with you either way.
As soon as Xanador gets the spell right and turns your friend into a queen. Assuming this works, you and Razumdar should leave for the Imperial Underground straight away. Oh, here we go now. It's about time.
Very convincing. But is the illusion applied everywhere? Perhaps this one should take a moment in private to double-check, yes?
There were no miscalculations, I assure you. Now excuse me, I must wash the smell of cat from my robes.
Raz looks good in this form, but then Raz always looks good. Queen Irene could maybe learn a thing or two from this one. A fair point. Raz, I will keep that in mind. You have spoken with the Trithane, then? You understand my genius plan, yes? Yes. There we will find out the truth about this Thalmor officer Astaril. She's quite the beauty, I'm told, but traitors are never what they seem, yes? This one is... no. I'm ready when you are. Be ready. This one is counting on you to watch her back. Astril, is that you?
Yes. Come closer, my queen. I have something for you.
What is this?
A gift in memory of Prince Naemon. Vicereeve Peladil sends his regards. You will die, and the true King of Alinor will rise again.
Well, that hurt. Raz will be fine. A few burns will not kill this one. But for the moment, he thinks you should press on alone. You must catch Astril and find out where Peladil is hiding. She used some kind of magic to escape, but it was not a portal, so she cannot have gone far. She must still be here, somewhere in these tunnels.
Where is that half-wit? He goes to the city for the pig ones. He enjoys the attention.
My bowstring snapped. Bad luck.
What is that terrible smell? Hey, what's a little extortion among friends?
Gold may be the root of evil, but we all need roots.
That's not a stew pot. It's my long... I'm hurt! To the side!
So the girl...
I need healing!
Nema.
Move!
Changes nothing.
Raz heard sounds of fighting. Did you catch up with Astril? Were you able to question her about Peladil? Dark moons. If Astaril got away, we will have to track her down. And the Veiled Heritance is here. That is troubling. Razumdar suspected a few might have come, but he did not expect them to be here in any numbers. Some of Razumdar's contacts warned him that the Veiled Heritance was not putting all its hopes on Prince Neyman, that they had backup plan. Neyman is dead. This must be backup plan. Possibly. If they cannot rule the Dominion, perhaps they would destroy it by attacking Valenwood. But the Raz would not have thought the Heritance could muster enough manpower. Let us go. We must tell Trithain Fariel what we have learned.
If what Razumdar says is true, the city of Woodhearth owes you a debt. Of course, if the city's attacked and destroyed, that won't be worth much. Maybe we can prevent that. The cat said you found orders from Vicereeve Peladil. Can I see them? Damn! This proves that Peladil is planning something here. Something even bigger than killing the Queen. I'm glad you brought it to light. I just hope it's not too late for us to do something about it. There's something about Peladil's orders. The reference to Astaril seems strange, and a Roman still refuses to believe she betrayed us. Either way, Astaril's the key to unraveling this mess. We need to question her and find out what she knows. Well, if she hasn't realized we're onto her, we might be able to catch her by surprise. She might be down at the Thalmor residence right now. I assume a Roman will want to be there when you confront her. The three of you should go quickly, though. Even if Astaril's fled the city, you might be able to find some clues about Peladil's plans in her quarters. Let's hope you find something, because otherwise we don't have much to go on.